The orcs have been repelled, and their war boss has been defeated. But this war is far from over. The orcs still threaten to overcome several major population centers, and could mass more than a large enough force to overwhelm the Imperial armies present on the planet. We have bought time, nothing more. But this is no longer a primary concern. Our scouts have recovered evidence that the forces of chaos, the great enemy, may be operating on this planet, right under our very noses. We must face this foe wherever they stand. If there is even a chance that they are here, we must seek them out and destroy them. Inquisitor Toth is demanding that we leave the planet, but of all the powers his position grants him, commandeering a space marine company is not one of them. I must admit that I find his presence unwelcome so soon after the events on my homeworld of Cyrene. Inquisitors have a way of inflaming a guilty conscience, and that I do not need right now.
Witam Was, moi drodzy widzowie, dzisiaj w kolejnym, już piątym odcinku z Warhammer 40 000 Dawn of War. Zaczniemy sobie pierwszą misję. Tutaj widzimy, już się stało trochę ciekawie. Wszędzie już praktycznie są orkowie. To i tak na razie jest spokojnie. Gwardia Imperialna jeszcze jakoś się trzyma, chociaż idzie im to słabo. A my atakujemy jakieś puste pole, na którym zapewne będzie chaos. No może nie.
This warp storm could trap us here for a month or for a century. We cannot risk staying here. We must evacuate Tartarus before it arrives in 3 days' time.
The Imperial Guard and Holy Fleet can attend to the evacuation. The Blood Ravens have more pressing matters to contend with.
Such as?
I believe agents of chaos have taken strong root here.
I sense no taint here. Even so, were there a chaos presence on Tartarus, it is better we leave them here with the orcs than waste more lives fighting them. We could wish no worse fate for either of our enemies, and to be trapped with the other. But we must leave here now.
That is a matter for my brothers and I to decide. We will use these 3 days to settle our affairs and satisfy our suspicions. Meanwhile, you have our transports to facilitate evacuation.
Colonel Brom, the captain and I must attend to matters of faith. If you would leave us, please.
But surely this involves me as a...
Forgive me for not being clear on the matter. I said please, when in fact I meant now.
This does involve him. You should have shown him a modicum of respect.
Captain, you uncovered extensive heresy on your home world. Cyrene, was it?
That has nothing to do with the events here on Tartarus.
But I believe they do. You requested the Inquisition undertake an exterminatus, the destruction of your planet's entire populace, which we obliged.
I still fail to see...
Captain, I am not questioning your loyalty, but I must wonder if your actions on Cyrene have not affected your judgment. Perhaps that was a poor choice of words. I merely fear that you might see chaos, but it does not exist. I ask that as a loyal subject of the Emperor, you serve the Imperium's interest before your own agenda.
Captain, that Inquisitor had no right to speak to you in such manner. But perhaps he is right. The coming storm will trap our enemies here, where they can consume one another.
And what if the forces of chaos escape the system before the storm? No. We will not use this freak occurrence as an excuse to avoid our enemies, or our responsibility. They are here for a reason, and we will discover that reason.
We are with you, brother Captain, as always. The humans are coming your way in full force. You should hear their heavy feet long before you see them, and smell them long before that.
Dobra, już pamiętam misję.
Orbital Command has indicated the dropship landed in this general proximity. We've discovered a path, Captain. It's obvious someone has been digging here.
Cut by orcs?
I've never seen an orc lend such a careful hand to a task.
If it wasn't orcs, then it must be the forces of chaos. We will follow this path and discover the truth behind what has transpired here.
Okej.
Yes, most beneficent
The sacred
one.
artifact will now be available to us.
Build routine
Construct it,
71
and we will have
initiated.
access to powerful abilities. On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. I serve mankind.
Scouts awaiting orders. I sense danger. We will root it out.
On my way. I will see
Yes, my
that it
lord.
happens.
On patrol. Yes, my lord. Scouts ready. I sense danger. We will root it out. Getting into position. Scouts ready. On patrol.
Marine squad deployed.
Search
Dobra,
commencing.
mi się tu nie podoba.
Getting into position. Getting into position.
How can I serve?
Widzisz.
At your command.
It will be done.
Scouts in position.
We stand ready.
Walk
Cleanse.
softly.
Purge. Marine squad
Carry a
deployed.
big gun.
Here to serve. Build routine 71 initiated. Build routine
Scouts in
71
position.
initiated.
I sense danger. We will root it out.
Ever vigilant. Fear our
None
wrath.
can stand before the Inquisition. I am ready to
Praise
pass
the
judgment.
Emperor. We are united in his service. I serve mankind.
Orcs, attack!
My aim shall not falter.
Tak, oni
Wait.
uciekają.
They weren't attacking. For terror. They were fleeing.
What could
For the
inspire
glory
fear in
of
an
the
orc?
Emperor.
Yes, Lord.
I am ready to pass judgment.
Fear denies faith.
Praise the Emperor.
I am ready to pass judgment.
There is no such thing as innocence, only
For the
degrees of
Emperor!
guilt. Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment.
Today the enemy shall know fear. We shall know no fear. I shall not fail. I shall not fail. For the honor of the chapter. I serve mankind.
Something is not right here. These orc bodies do
terror.
not look like they were dispatched by
Follow my
Imperial
lead.
hands. We must
For the
proceed
honor
with
of the
caution.
chapter. Faith and duty. I serve mankind.
Perhaps we were mistaken about the presence of the forces of chaos.
Be it Eldar or Chaos. I will have answers either way. Press on. We are united in his service.
Ops.
My aim shall not falter. For the honor of the chapter. My aim shall not falter. Follow my lead.
My knowledge is at your disposal. Through the destruction of our enemies, do
On
we
alert,
earn our
brothers.
salvation.
The enemy must be nearby.
Take and hold.
Yes, Lord. Build routine 721 initiated.
An open mind is like a fortress
None
with its
can
gates
stand
unbarred
before
and
the
unguarded.
Inquisition. No one will stop us. Agreed.
Scouts ready.
Znowu nie przesunąłem tych imprez. The fuck?
I am
For the
prepared.
Emperor! Under fire! For
I
the
am
Emperor!
ready to pass judgment. In his name. I will crush the enemy beneath my boot.
He who stands with me shall be my brother. Faith and duty.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
Scouts in position.
I await your instructions. Build routine 721 initiated.
None can stand before the Inquisition.
The Emperor protects.
Ładnie wyglądają.
I await your instructions.
Venerate the immortal emperor. Do I detect uncertainty in your purpose?
Charge, yes.
There is no such thing as
I
innocence.
am ready to
only
pass
degrees
judgment.
of guilt.
Here to serve. I shall obey. Build routine 721
Scouts in
initiated.
position. Scouts advance.
The emperor protects.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Yes, Lord.
Venerate the immortal emperor.
I am ready to pass judgment.
Here to serve. I shall obey.
Today the enemy shall know fear.
Scouts in position. On patrol.
Praise the Emperor.
Scouts ready. Yes, my lord. I sense danger. We will root it out. Search commencing. We will move ahead and mark any enemy positions. Search commencing.
Coś jest.
Search commencing. Yes, my lord.
Knowledge is power. Hide it well.
Yes, most beneficent one.
Scouts ready. Scouts advance. I sense danger. We will root it out. On patrol. We will move ahead and mark any enemy positions. I sense danger. We will root it out. On patrol. Yes, my lord. Commencing infiltration. Search commencing. Yes, my lord. On patrol. Yes, my lord. Search commencing. Yes, my lord. I sense danger. We will root it out.
Under fire!
We will move ahead and mark any enemy positions. Scouts charge! Commencing infiltration. Gathering intelligence. Scouts charge! Scouts charge! On patrol. Yes, my lord. Getting into position. We will move ahead and mark any enemy positions. Gathering intelligence. On patrol. Scouts charge. On patrol. Gathering intelligence. On patrol. Yes, my lord. Search commencing. We will move ahead and mark any enemy positions. Yes, my lord. Scouts advance. I sense danger. We will root it out.
Under fire!
Getting into position. Getting into position.
Tak, czekam aż mi się zasoby trochę poregenerują. Albo nie.
Here to serve. As you wish. I await your instructions.
Scouts in position. Commencing infiltration. Scouts charge. Yes, my lord. On patrol. Gathering intelligence. We will move ahead and mark any enemy positions. Getting into position. We will move ahead and mark any enemy positions. Getting into position. Scouts charge. Yes, my lord. Getting into position.
Today the enemy shall know fear.
At your command. Yes, my lord. Gathering intelligence. I sense danger. We will root it out. On patrol. Getting into position. Scouts advance. Scouts charge. We'll move ahead and mark any enemy positions. Gathering intelligence. Search commencing.
This day shall be
Yes,
a glorious one for the Imperium.
Yes, Lord. I exist to serve.
My knowledge is at your disposal.
At your command.
Under fire!
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Scouts in position. On patrol. Gathering intelligence. Gathering intelligence.
None can stand before the Inquisition.
Dark Reapers, fall back. We need Rhino transport
Scouts
tanks.
here.
They will allow us to get through
Beware the
unscathed
alien,
and attack
the
the Dark
mutant,
Reapers on those
the
cliffs above.
Po co? Przecież tam nikogo nie ma.
Rhino transports are now available. Build them at the machine cult. Praise the Emperor. Confirmed.
Yes, most beneficent one. Yes, most beneficent one.
Scouts here, getting into position.
Under fire!
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace. I shall not fail. This day shall be a glorious one for the Spirit.
Its gates unbarred and unguarded. Do I detect uncertainty in your purpose?
Today the enemy shall know fear.
I am prepared.
Yes.
Here to serve. I exist to serve. Build routine 721 initiated.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates
Scouts
unbarred
awaiting
and
orders.
unguarded.
Scouts advance. On patrol. Commencing infiltration. Scouts
For the
advance.
Emperor!
We will move ahead and mark any enemy positions.
My knowledge is at your disposal. Through discipline, we prevail. How can I serve? What is it you desire?
Here to serve. Build routine 721 initiated.
Apothecaries are standing
Yes,
by to tend to our
we
wounded.
think alike.
Build them at the sacred
We
artifact.
think alike.
Scouts here.
Here to serve.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
I am prepared. No one will stop us.
Yes, Lord. I await your instructions. Build routine 721 initiated. Yes, Lord.
Praise the Emperor. We are united in his service.
Under fire!
My aim shall not falter. This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. My aim shall not falter.
Fire in the hole!
We shall know no fear. My aim shall not falter. We are united. This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Yes, Lord.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there will be no peace. Rally squad!
First step on the road to disappointment.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
I am ready to pass judgment.
Even in death I still serve.
Here to serve. Build routine 721 initiated.
Even in death I still serve.
I await your instructions.
For the Emperor!
My faith is my shield. For the
Yes, my
Emperor.
lord. On patrol. We will move ahead and mark any enemy positions. Scouts advance.
I have awoken.
We will move ahead and mark any enemy positions. On patrol. Yes, my lord.
Under
Getting
fire!
into position.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
I am the instrument of his will.
Scouts awaiting orders. Getting into position. On patrol. Search commencing. On patrol. Yes, my lord. Scouts advance. Search commencing. Commencing infiltration. Scouts advance. We will move ahead and mark any enemy positions. Search commencing. Scouts advance. Scouts advance.
At last, back to war. Moving out.
None can stand before the
I
Inquisition.
have awoken.
At your command. Scouts advance.
At least we know that the orcs in Eldar are not in league together.
When one enemy attacks another, it does not mean they aren't in league. Just that they are living up to their lack of honor.
And those who lack honor deserve
Gathering
death.
intelligence.
At last, back to war. I will be there soon.
Apothecary ready.
Is eternal. It
Apothecary
is
ready.
better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself. I have awoken. I am the instrument
Apothecary
of his
ready.
will.
Marine squad deployed. Apothecary ready.
Command me. I am the instrument of his will.
Walk softly and carry a big gun. We are united in
I am
his
the
service.
instrument of his will.
Marine squad deployed.
For the glory of the Emperor. For terror,
Under fire.
my aim shall not falter. The Emperor protects.
Faith is eternal. I have awoken.
The Emperor protects.
Faith is eternal. At last, back to war.
Marine squad
By
deployed.
his word.
Walk softly.
There is no such thing as innocence, only degrees of guilt.
Command me. To me, my I am the instrument of his will.
While the enemies of the
I
Emperor
am
still draw
prepared.
breath, there can be no peace.
My knowledge is at your disposal. Through the
It is
destruction
better
of our
to
enemies,
die for the
we
Emperor
earn our
than live for
salvation.
yourself.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. How can I serve? Who requires my aid? The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's
I have
finest.
awoken.
The battlefield awaits. I follow your commands. For the Emperor! The battlefield awaits. The fallen fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. How can I serve? The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
Here to serve. I shall obey.
Under fire!
I am ready to serve. Again.
We are united in his
Scouts
service.
awaiting orders.
Even in death I still serve.
I shall not fail.
Yes, my lord. On patrol.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Scouts ready.
Establishing a secondary base near this location will give us a forward position with which to engage the enemy.
Even in death I still serve.
Yes, my lord.
Faith is eternal.
Under fire!
For the Emperor.
For the honor of the chapter. Agreed.
The battlefield awaits. What are your needs?
Here to serve. Build routine
At last,
721
back to
initiated.
War. At last, back to war. I am the instrument of his will. It is better to die for the Emperor than live
He
for
who
yourself.
stands with me shall be my
the
brother.
immortal emperor.
I am prepared. I will crush the enemy beneath
It
my
is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
None can stand before the
Even
Inquisition.
in death I still serve.
Walk softly and carry a big gun.
Fire in the hole!
My aim shall not
Faith
falter.
is eternal. I shall end you.
Yes, I shall crush you beneath my inquisitorial boot. I will crush the enemy beneath my boot. We together. I shall crush you beneath my inquisitorial boot. I shall crush you beneath my
I
inquisitorial
am the
boot.
instrument of his will. I will crush those who stand before me.
Charge!
Under fire!
Venerate the immortal emperor. The emperor protects.
Take
It
and
is
hold.
better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself. At last, back to war.
I follow your commands. For the Emperor! For the Emperor!
Beware the alien, the mutant.
My knowledge is at your disposal.
Yes, Lord?
Even in death, I still serve.
I follow your command.
I
Marine
have
squad
a-
deployed.
Here to serve.
How can I serve?
I am ready to serve. Again, by his word, command me. I will purge the unclean.
What are your needs? Marine squad I follow your commands.
Even in death, I still serve.
I await your instructions.
Command me. Take me into battle. Faith is eternal.
For the Emperor.
I
have
exist to
awoken.
serve.
I am ready to serve. Again.
Faith and duty. For Terra. We are united in his service. We are united in his service. We are united in his service. I serve mankind. I shall not fail.
At last, back to war.
My aim shall not
I
falter.
have awoken.
Follow my lead. We are united in his service. For the honor of the chapter. I shall not fail. For the honor of the chapter.
At last, back to war.
No servant to
I
the
am the
Emperor shall
instrument
fall
of his
if I
will.
can help it. Under fire!
Yes, Lord? Build routine 721 initiated.
Command me.
No servant to the
Command.
Emperor shall fall if I can help it.
In his name.
Knowledge is awoken.
I speak his word.
Fire in the hole!
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath.
There is no such thing as innocence, only degrees of guilt.
Even in death, I still serve. I am the instrument of his will.
Think alike.
Fire in the hole!
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Rally squad!
I am ready to serve. Again.
We
I am
think
the
alike.
instrument of his will.
Yes, most beneficent one?
I am ready to serve.
There is no
Again.
such thing as innocence, only degrees of guilt. Do I detect uncertainty
Yes.
in your purpose?
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
What is it you desire?
So the good Inquisitor senses no chaos here. How fortunate for the Imperium that such keen-eyed eagles stand vigil over her gates.
What dark crafts have these Eldar invoked?
None. At least not here. The servants of Chaos sacrificed this poor guardsman themselves.
To what end, Isidore?
I know not. I believe the altar is a marker, a waypoint, in a map that leads elsewhere. Someone defaced many portions of text. Regardless of what chaos seeks here, the altar requires a sacrifice of blood, or more likely, a life.
Brother Isidore, you have an hour to study the altar. Document everything as is our tradition. Then burn it, lest its taint infect us all.
But Gabriel, there is much to learn from here. We should not be too eager to...
Learn what? Chaos does not teach. It misleads and it betrays. There is nothing to learn here, save for our next course. These transports have been damaged somehow. Make the repairs, and be quick.
Well, Brother Isidore, what betrayal have you wrought? Disabling your own vehicles? Harboring artifacts despite your good captain's instructions?
Gabriel does not understand. He does not appreciate the significance of this.
No, but I do.
Quiet, heretic. Once I find what you seek, I will use it against you for the glory of the Emperor and my brothers.
You wish to deal me a harsh blow, to prove your strength and worth. Well, then come to me. I wait at Mount Korath.
Have no fear, sorcerer. I will be there.
Hurra, udało się przejść kolejną misję. Także tutaj sobie zakończymy już ten odcinek. Już 5 na 12 misji zostało przejdzionych, więc idzie dość nieźle. Także ja się rozumiem. Siema. Cześć. Trzymajcie się.